Hi there, this video is a little bit more information for you about how to navigate through our class Moodle site. I'm not going to go too much into Moodle. If you're new to Moodle, I would recommend that you spend some time sort of navigating around, looking at your different classes. You can always check in with the Moodle help desk. They're available during the day to help students. You can walk into their office, you can call them, and they'll be able to help you navigate the ins and outs of Moodle. And provide you tech support if you're having a problem getting your forum to post correctly or do things like that. But for this Moodle overview, I want to talk about how our class is organized because all the classes are a little bit different in this case. And so I'll sort of provide you with some insight to ours. The first thing to be paying attention to is how the main overall class is organized. And that takes place. You'll see up in the top left is my contact information. Email is a great way to reach me. The phone number isn't that great. I'm not very good at checking my voicemail except when I'm on campus. My office is there, again with my office hour. I'm also happy to meet with you at any time by appointment, so please reach out to me if you would like to meet with me in person, but you can't meet with me on Thursday mornings. The top center of our Moodle site includes the general class information. There's a course syllabus, there's the welcome video that just explained the class overall, hopefully you've just watched that. There's this video, and then there's a couple number of forums. The news forum is where I'll be posting things that I send out by emails, and they'll be compiled there on an ongoing basis. I try not to overdo it with this, so you'll probably get no more than one thing from me a week, sometimes nothing in a week, sometimes a couple things, but it's not something that's constant. The collaborative class Q&A. This is an instance for you to be able to post a question that you have, and perhaps before I get a chance to respond to it, if I'm away from my computer for some time, one of your classmates may do the same thing, especially if it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and you have a question that's sort of keeping you from doing the work that you need to do. Post it here. You might have somebody else that is up late, and they're way more likely to be so than I am. So this can give you a chance to actually hear back with some answers. I'll check in there and just double check and make sure the information that you got was accurate, and then you can always follow up with that. There's a side chat forum as well, and this is just for you to post conversations with other people, keeping in mind this is a college class and all the information in there is public and should be legal. So please keep that to appropriate topics of conversation. Set up some meeting time to work together. Even if it's just to go out for lunch or something like that, I don't care. But as I said, it's a public channel, so please keep it such. Information for resources are here on the side. There's a lot of information here about, I talked about the Moodle help desk. There's also a writing center where you can go and get assistance with any writing you're doing for any class during the course of the semester, and that's a great resource. You'll see that the class is then, and right now, I only have the first 5 weeks available to you on Moodle, and then there's a bunch of class resources. And generally when you open it up, it will open to the class the week that we're currently in. And each section of each week is set up in the same way. The first section tells you the overview of what we're doing in the class that week, or what the goals are for the class. It then talks about the types of things that you need to do to prepare for the week's activities. Watch these videos, read these documents, read these things from the textbook, look at this assignment overview. Okay, so it provides you with all the different things that you'll need to do to actually then complete the work that's described in this third section of the week, which is the activities section. And here it will provide you with the things that you need to accomplish, as well as their deadlines. Sometimes there's 2 deadlines for something. You'll see here the Getting to Know You forum. You're going to have an initial post where you write something about yourself to your classmates, and then you're actually going to then go back, read what other people wrote, and respond to them. So the initial assignment is your posting, and the follow-up is when you respond to others. This will take place with a lot of other writing tasks during the semester as well. Sometimes there's just one deadline, and you'll see that it will always be in the right-hand column then as the final deadline, or it's really the only deadline in that case. Weeks collapse and can be opened up at any time. But if you're trying to find something from a past week, I've tried to, for all the major assignments, you'll see up in this top right corner, right underneath this checklist, this is all the primary assignments throughout the course of the semesters that describes essays, that describes what a writer's toolbox is, that describe the many different components of your class that are described in the course syllabus and how the class is broken down. So clicking on each of these will take you to an overview of that assignment, and that will help you with the different types of activities you're doing. The weeks themselves then have the deadlines in the specific ones. The essays overview will talk about essays in general. When you come time to work on your topic proposal for an essay, for essay number 1, that will be within the week itself. You'll also see some links over here on the right-hand side to research collections. This is described in the research collection and curation. I'm not going to get too far into it now because you'll be watching a video about that later. You'll also see Moodle organizes all your, you'll have your access to your grades here on an ongoing basis. I usually get things entered within a few days and definitely within a week of completion. Your grades will be available, so you'll always be able to keep a running account of how you're doing in the class. You can set your profile settings here just like anything. I do ask that you add a picture to your Moodle profile for the class so that we can, since we're never meeting online or face-to-face, it's nice to be able to actually feel a little bit personalized here. Other organizing things here for you to work with, but on the whole, each week is similar in setup. You'll see as you flip through, there's always the goals, the preparation, and the activities deadlines. At the bottom of the page in class resources, this is everything for the whole semester. These are all the major assignments, but they're linked from the individual weeks that you're working in. This is just sort of where they're all compiled, so that if you wanted to come and find something later on in particular, you could find it here. Okay, some of them won't be available to you right away at the beginning of the semester because I'll be revising them slightly. But on the whole, as things get added, as videos are put up, you can always look back and link to things later on. I think it's pretty straightforward. People have been having a pretty easy job navigating the class. One thing to mention is that if you ever it says to click on this or do this and the link is wrong or it's not linking, drop me an email real quick. There's a lot of little details into making this class site work, and occasionally I'll have forgotten to check one box, or when the course was copied over, they didn't, the link didn't attach. Okay, I try to go through every week and comb through it and make sure that it's all there for you, but it's easy to overlook one little detail. So if something's wrong or you have a question, you think the due date's wrong or the assignment's not coming up correctly, please send me an email. Everybody in the class will thank you, as well as myself, because then I won't have the same problem happening for every other student in the class. Again, if you have questions about Moodle, about this class, please let me know at any time. I'm here to help you, and I'm looking forward to a successful semester. Thank you.